Hello and good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. So if you were watching me Monday night, I had some internet issues. Hopefully we don't have any today. And then I was going to come on live last night and we had a thunderstorm. So third time's a charm. Hop on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from, and we're going to get started. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Yes, I have my PMS mug here today, purchase more stamps. And I also have my matching sweat t-shirt, which you can't really see, but Okay, let me flip the camera. I'm going to show you a couple of things. That mug that I just showed you, the purchase more stamps, and t-shirts and other stamping apparel can be found on stampersdelightshop.com. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Molly. You made it back. Keep your fingers crossed. Also on that site, we have Christmas in July items like the Dear Santa bag, the matching mug, and sweatshirts. But we have other things that are not Christmas. So definitely check out Stampersdelightshop.com. Hi, Janelle. Thank you for tuning in. Also, I want to remind you every month, Donna Gray and myself do a Fun Fold Club. You can find the links when the video is done below. Okay, so just give me some time to add that. And then also, we are doing a craft online party. So you can join in. This is global. So even if you're in Canada or wherever you may be, you can join globally. You just don't get the goodie bag. But we did put a global link in there. So definitely check that out. Good morning, Joyce. Hi, Deborah. So for today, what I'm going to show you is the Sweet Collection Boughs of Holly, which I am also using for my mini retreat, my Christmas in July mini retreat. You have till Friday to sign up for that. What I'm going to show you today is not the cards that you'll be doing in the retreat. You'll be doing 6 different cards. So think of it that you're getting more bang for your buck because I'm going to be showing you some more today. Hi, Chris. Hi, Jill. Hi, Leslie. Thank you all for tuning in and sticking with me. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing I want to mention is it is celebration. If you're following along, the collection that I'm going to be showing you today, that I'm doing the Christmas in July mini retreat, is on page 24 and 25. Boughs of Holly. There's different ways you can sign up for this retreat. You can just get the retreat and then add on the suite, or if you already have the suite, you can just, again, order the retreat. But you do need the suite to finish the projects, okay? I do want to mention that one of the items in the celebration catalog is already sold out, and those are the cards. Which page are they on? There they are. The Pool Party and Soft Seafoam Green cards and envelopes. They're sold out right now. So you want to get your orders in and get your free celebration items. Hi, Dorothy. How are you? I'm so glad you could join me, Dorothy. Dorothy and Molly are both on my team. Speaking of my team, if you'd like to join Stampin' Up! And my team, right now, Stampin' Up! Has this great starter kit. You get $125 of merchandise for $99. And they are going to throw in this beautiful planner. The pen does not come with it. You see it's got stickers. I got mine all set up. This beautiful planner comes with 3 notebooks also, and a stamp set. That's absolutely free when you join during celebration. Join the Stampin' Up! Family and my team. So just go to Stampersdelight.com and click on join. Okay, so I did show these the other day. I deleted everything, so I'm going to show them again. Here are some of the projects I've already worked on with the Boughs of Holly. I am going to just move this up, and I'll move it back down so you can see my host code later. This is one of the cards that I did with this suite. I actually cut out the designer series paper, and I cut the ribbon in half. So it frayed a little bit. Looks like that shabby chic. These are our little gold leaves that are in the annual catalog, and they match it very nice. It's 6 a.m. in California. Yes, I know, Dorothy, because I wouldn't dare call my kids at this hour. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Denise. So here is my first card. Linda, you're from Australia. It's probably late there. Here's the next card. This was very vanilla on very vanilla. I also used the Wintry embossing folder right there. And I embossed the back side of that. And of course, our gold glimmer paper. And there's those little leaves again. I used gold embossing. And that's one of the cards. Now I'm going to show you some variations of just tone on tone with just a splash of color. I love to do this. This again is a very vanilla with the very vanilla glitter paper. Everything will be on my blog stampersdelight.com later today. And of course there are the gems, the red and green, which are called the festive pearls. And I love the way these come out. And then what I did one with white, and this is our red and white glimmer paper that is in the mini catalog. And again, those festive pearls, and I just did white on white with some red and green. And you can see that you can actually emboss the glimmer papers. The gold works good. The vanilla works good. The green comes out a little too dark. I haven't tried the red, but the white is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Linda. Linda from Idaho says she loves to see my beautiful cards. Well, thank you for tuning in. The next one I want to show you is just a cute little fun fold, quick, easy fun fold that I do, where you just basically cut your cardstock in half, or score your cardstock in half, and then just cut off a strip here and make it sort of like a Z fold, but it's not really. Okay, so I've done that fold before, and here you can see that I have colored that ribbon. Okay, so the open weave ribbon, you can color. I did that with the blends. Another thing I want to show you, back it up a minute. These are the elements, the wooden elements that come with the suite. And I colored these with our blends. I used Mossy Meadow and Cherry Cobbler, and then I added some Wink Stella on it. So there's a lot you can do with this. Again, those, I will have still shots of those on my blog. The card that I wanted to show, and I started to work on Monday night, was I cased the idea from Susan Campfield, another demonstrator. I changed it up a little bit, but I absolutely loved this fold. Hi, Carol. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Melinda. So this is the card, and it opens like this. It's a box fold card. That's what I call it anyway. So it stands up like that. And when you open it, it looks like this. So one thing you want to know, I mean, they can open it and read the sentiment if you want to have a big sentiment in here. I chose to do it this way so that they could see it. But it stands up very nicely. Now I'm going to flip the camera for a second and just show you what I mean. And I never know which way to go with this. There we go. Whoop, wrong way. So it does stand up. Okay, flip it back down. And what I used here are pearls, are Pearlized Enamel effects. And that comes in 3 colors, red, black, and pearl white. And what you do with these is you just add a little bit of dots and let them dry. And they're beautiful. So that's what I used on this card. Again, box fold card. So we're going to do another one of these. I actually kind of stopped working on this one because nothing was working on the computer, or the internet. So I'm going to bring in, and I will put the directions on the description later. So we're going to start out with a piece of cardstock that's 5.5 by 8. So I'm going to trim off a little bit there. I am going to score this at 1.5. 2 3/4, 5 1/4, and 6 1/2. Okay, just move that out of the way for a second. I am going to give this a good burnishing with my bone folder. Good morning, Holly. Thank you for tuning in. And one more. Okay, so that's how you get your fold. It'll look like this. And then you need a base to put it on. That base is a regular quarter sheet of cardstock, which is 4 1/2 by 5 1/2. And that's going to set right on there. So when it folds up, you can see these spaces here. And we're going to change that in a minute. So now what you're going to need is some strips of paper. Okay, so you need 2 strips that are 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. But I'm going to use the white glitter paper. And before I do any cutting, I actually want to emboss that. So I am going to emboss this. Now this is what the paper looks like before embossing. And I'm just going to slide this in my folder here. I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine. I'm going to be using that a lot. And I am going, this is 6 by 6, so it fits nicely on there. And I'm going to emboss this. Now I'm going to do the whole piece because I'll use it for something else. So that, now you can see the embossed side and the not embossed side. What color is the green? The green is shaded spruce. Sorry about that. Yes, I'm using shaded spruce. I like that as a Christmas green. Now to get the rest of the 6 by 6, I'm just putting this back in the folder like that. And this time, even though you're supposed to put the folded edge through here, I got to get that piece done. So I'm going to do a no-no and do it the other way. So again, Monday didn't work out, but just know that if we have internet issues, anything like that, I do try to come back on, or like today, just redo it. Now this is that beautiful paper embossed. Okay, so with that said, we need some strips. And if you, this one I used designer series paper, so whichever one you want to use. I need 2 strips that are 3 1/4. Three-quarters of an inch by 5 1/4. But I'm just going to cut those off in a second. I need 2 strips that are 1 by 5 1/4, so 1 inch. This is why I embossed it first, because I wanted that all that embossing. 1 inch. And then I am going to do 1 strip that is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. So they're all 5 1/4, but the different sizes. Again, I'll have the measurements on here later, okay? Hi, Angie. Don't forget, this is the one that I am doing the Christmas in July mini retreat. You can still get in on that until Friday. So now I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4. They all need to be 5 1/4. You could do 2 at a time. I have another giveaway at the end. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. That's from who commented and shared all that good stuff the last time. Okay, I'm going to put this over here for now. All right, so we're going to start with the back piece. And we are going to take those 2, the thinnest strips, the 3/4 inch, and we're going to layer those right down there. Now I'm using my Stamp and Seal. You can use whichever glue you want. Gonna leave a little green edging there. Put that right in the middle. And then do the other side. Definitely share my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, and tell all your friends. Okay, so that's going to set right on there. So now you see why I wanted that white piece, so you see that. Okay, we're going to open it up, and the next size, the next wider size, which is 1 inch, they're going to go in here. I don't know what this one's going to look like because I just decided to do the white glitter paper so I could show you how great it looks embossed. All right, again, these are the 1 inch strips. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning, Annette. Stacy, thank you for sharing my videos. Okay, now the widest piece is right here. That's going to go right here. Oop, I just ran out of my stamp and seal. Let me just change that. And let me show you how easy that is to change. You get these in a resealable bag. I like to reuse the bags for gems and things like that. Whoop. Let me just pop that right back in there. Look how easy that was. I love my stamp and seal. Okay. Thank you, Barbara, for sharing my video. Okay, so now we have this. So it's going to look like this when we're done. Okay, so the next piece we need. Now, on this one, I used shaded spruce. That was the panel that I used right here. Whoop. This panel right here. But I'm going to use the red glitter paper. And that panel is 3 3/4 by 5. I think I changed that. Let me just double check this because I think I changed the size. Nope. 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. So that panel is actually going to be put right on here. But before I do that, I'm going to take a piece of Designer Series paper, and I'm using this poinsettia one with the white because I just think it looks gorgeous together. This piece is actually 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. So it's just a hair smaller, so you get that beautiful edge. So let's go ahead and glue that down. So we're going to work on this piece first before I glue it all together. Okay, so that's going to be my front. Well, actually, we can just go ahead and glue this down so I don't lose it. So I'm going to flip this over, and I am going to adhere that to my base, and then we'll work on the front. I keep thinking it's Friday because I'm live in the morning, but I'll be back Friday morning live. That's going to go right in the center here. And you want to make sure that the bottom lines up. If the top's a little off, it's okay. And that's what gives you that first part. Your first live, Cynthia? Well, great. Welcome. Okay, so now we're going to take this one and we're going to add, excuse me, a little bit more. So now I'm going to bring in the stamp set and the dies. And the first die I'm going to use is this one. I'm going to need this one also. So let's start with this one. I'm going to use the red, I think. Nope, I'm going to use the white. Let's see. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet. Let's see. Which one do I want to use? White. Red. I'm going to go with the red. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is cut out one of these pieces. You can see I've already been playing with it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. Let me just bring in my die cutting machine. Like I said, we're going to be using that a lot. Yes, you get another live Friday morning this week. Yes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put red here. I'm going to do it one more time because I like to make sure it cuts through. Although this paper, this glimmer paper is a little bit thinner than our other glimmers. Okay, so let's bring that. And then there's this other piece right here that is actually for the leaf part. And I have a small piece of green glitter paper right here. So I'm going to take that green glitter paper and cut that out. And you can use your adhesive sheets. I'll probably use those in a minute. But because I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, I didn't do that. So this piece is going to go on top of that, or under that, and I'll show you. 1 second. Okay, let's bring that in. Okay, so we need to get those pieces out. Let me bring in my brush here. Yes, I actually have it handy. Sometimes I don't because it's on my other table. Just gently bringing those out. I think I had some pieces stuck in there because they didn't all come out, but it will be fine. Just pull that piece out and get those pieces out. Come on. This one doesn't want to come out. Whatever okay, I'm just going to pull it off. Good enough. All right, this piece is going to go right under here. You see how that, whoop, we definitely need that piece poked out. I'm just going to pull it. I might be pulling too much of it off, but all right. So now what you're going to do is that is going to go right back here. Look at how beautiful that is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our liquid glue and I'm just going to add it on here. And then I'm going to add this down here so that you see the green coming through. Let's do it the other way. It's easier if I'm facing. I'll put that right there. Okay, I'm going to leave that set for a minute. Just put a stamp pad on it. And I need some other pieces. So, I don't know which ones I'm going to use yet, but I definitely need to cut out some more. So I'm going to cut out, I'm using the more decorative ones of the leaves. I got 2 of those. I'm going to do it all at once. Not sure which way I'm going to go with it yet. I just know I'm going to stick with red and white. So I got these detailed pieces. Maybe the berries. I'm not sure I'm going to use the berries. Okay, so I want these pieces right here. And I am going to take this white piece that I've already done. I can get those on there. This is too big. So we'll just use some of these pieces. That's the piece that I already embossed. No sense in wasting it. So I'm going to use a couple of these. And all I'm doing is cutting those out. And if I had a card planned, I would use my adhesive sheets. But again, I don't know where I'm putting these yet, so I may not want them glued all the way down. So I got 2 of those. Now let's grab, let's see, I'm looking at the front of it. Let's grab the red again. And I'm just going to do a couple of red leaves. Not sure I'm going to use them, but we'll see. I could use the Evening Evergreen, but I want to keep this red and white. Oop, that one popped up, so let's not double that one. Okay. All right, let's see if I have enough pieces for this now. You like Christmas in July? I love Christmas in July. Okay, so this is going to go right here, and you can see the green now. Let me just bring that down so you can see it better, and I'll bring that up. Okay, so that's going to go right there. Now, I am going to use dimensionals on this because I'm going to be tucking things behind it. So let me grab some dimensionals. Whoop. I love creating with you and I don't even know what I'm doing. This is that beautiful ribbon, but it's too wide. I don't want it that wide for this project, so I'm doing the shabby chic thing again. And all I'm doing is taking my scissors, doesn't have to be straight, and I am just cutting down the middle of it. Not straight at all, but it doesn't have to be. That should be long enough. If not, I got 2 pieces. And what I'm going to do, just fray it a little bit. Whoop, you can't see me. Just fraying it a little bit. And then I'm just going to like lay it down right here. This is going to actually go over it like that. So I'm going to add just a little bit of glue in the middle. Bring that down. And then these pieces are going to go right on top. Let me just grab this off there. It's going to go right there. Okay, I do have these leaves. Oh, look at that. Everything's falling out. Good, I don't have to use the... Spoke too soon. Oh, no, they're falling out. Good. Don't have to use the mat. Maybe I will. Oh, my goodness, just use it, Rose. So much easier when you do it that way. I'm usually just so excited. I want to just get on with it. Okay. Now we have those. And one more piece here. So these would go under here, up here. I'm playing with it right now. I'm not sure if that's where I'm going to keep everything. And the smaller white, what do you think? I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. But before I do anything else, I'm going to bring in one of those beautiful gems or elements. I'm going to use the shaded spruce and the cherry cobbler. I'm using the darker color. And I am going to color that. You know, honestly, I never used to like the wooden elements too much. Oh my gosh, I don't know what was wrong with me. So got that on there. And I'm going to use the dark cherry cobbler. I'm going to add some Winkostella, of course. And I think that one's going to go down here. Okay, so now I kind of know where I want these. So I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive. Let's just use the liquid glue. That's what I have here. Just adding a little bit right there. Tuck that in right here. That will dry. And then I have the white piece. I'm going to put that right here so it kind of makes it stand out. You see how it makes it stand out a little bit? Again, you can do this project and use any of the colors that you want. I just wanted to do red and white with green. Can you put the card in the mail with the wooden... Well, yeah, you can mail it with the wooden elements. Absolutely. Put a little piece of padding on there and you'll have to pay a little extra. But yeah, you can mail it. It's just going to cost you a little extra. And I would put a little piece of bubble wrap or an extra piece of paper on top of it, just so it doesn't crush it. You see, I'm just adding some of the liquid glue on that element. I'm going to tuck that right under there. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Okay, now we need a sentiment. So, let me grab my... Okay, where's the sentiment one? Did I already pull it out? There it is. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp a sentiment, and Christmas Wishes fits beautifully in there. So let me grab, I'm going to do white, and I'm going to do real red. These are just pieces that I have left over. Whoop. Let me grab my mat so I don't mess it up. They're a little warped, but they'll work. These are extra pieces when I cut my cardstock that I have left over. Christmas Wishes. This is going to go right there. I'm just going to cut this off real quick. And then I'm going to run this through the die cutting machine. Good morning, Roberta from Queens. Oh my gosh, I spent so much time in Queens when I was a kid. Jamaica Avenue, Richmond Hill. Had a lot of relatives down there. So on the side, I'm just cutting out my sentiment. And hopefully I'm doing it straight. Okay. I think I got it. I don't know how I could run out of room while I'm recording here. I've got so many tables with stuff on it. Okay. There's my sentiment. Put that back. Move this out of the way. And now I am going to add some more dimensionals. Good morning, Janice. I was wondering where you were. Now that I put that on there, it looks a little crooked, but I think it works. Let's just move this stuff out of the way. And now what I need, before I glue this down, I need a piece for in here. So that piece is actually 2 1/4 by 5 1/4, I believe. Let's see. Let me just measure this because I didn't write that one down. Yeah, that's 2 1/2. So the inside piece is going to be 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And what I was saying is when you open it, you want to be able to see that. So I'm going to use a small sentiment, Christmas Wishes. And this is going to be from, I love these sentiments that say from our home to yours. I'm going to put that as close to the edge as I can. I will bring in one of these little leaves. Piece of blotter paper. Because I just want a little edge here. Just want that little edge. Okay, but we'll keep that for the envelope. Now I'm going to put this together. I'm going to put that right inside here. And now we glue this on. So that's what it looks like when it's open, but you're going to have this front panel. What you're going to do is you're going to fold that panel in. This is where you want your glue, right here. Fold that panel in and then lay this right in the center. Get it as close as you can. There we go. And that's your card. And when you open it up, it looks like that. Look at that. That is the card. Now, one thing I'm going to do, and you're not going to be able to see the whole, I mean, you'll see me use it, but it's got to dry. Just remember that. I'm going to use these red Pearlescents. And what I'm going to do is just put a couple of little pearls. Look at that. Around here. The thicker they are, the more they got to dry. Just remember that. And I'm going to add some here. So when it's closed, you won't see them, but when it's opened, it'll look like that. I'm going to grab, I like these so much, I'm going to put 2 more on there. This comes in a 3-pack, black, white, and red. Now, these do have to dry, but that is the card right there. Yes, it's such an easy fold. It's not hard at all. I'm going to put all the directions in the description when I'm done. And of course, last but not least, we're going to grab an envelope that's not messed up. We are going to take a piece of, let's see, do I have a big enough piece? Yeah, I got this piece left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a matching envelope. I mean, really, you need a matching envelope, and this paper is just so beautiful that I am going to, this card has to be for somebody really special. I'm going to put that right on the lip, just like that. Take my paper snips. So I just glued that. I forgot I had it. Let me move this down again. I had just glued that down. Flip it around. And then I'm just going to grab that leaf. And I want that in the green. No worries, I will have still shots. Stampersdelight.com. After I'm done with the video. Just going to add that right there. And there's a matching envelope for this gorgeous card. So that one's going to dry. Here's the one that I started on Monday night. I didn't quite finish. Well, I finished it now. Okay, so those are the fun folds. And let me bring in the cards one more time. Again, still shots, Stampersdelight.com. Let me know which one's your favorite. Don't forget to share my videos. Leave me a comment. Tag me. This was another one that we had. And of course, this one. Probably one of my favorites right here. Just all red, white, and green glitter. And again, you have till Friday to sign up for my mini online retreat. The link will be below when I'm done. You can choose the full retreat, which includes, or you can add on the suite if you don't have it. If you already have the suite, you can just join the retreat. Those are my cards. Let me flip the camera. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, thank you, Lucia. Bobby, thank you. Marilyn, thank you. You're all a giggles. I love it. So, now it's time for the giveaway. And let me show you a couple of things here. Okay, so the giveaway from the last video, remember I pick a name, you got share my videos, leave me a comment, tag me in your post, tell me how much you like my cards, whatever you want to do, and I pull a name. Unfortunately, if you're not in the United States, I can only send you a card, but I will still send you the card if you win. The Wonderful World is a celebration item, and I have extra of the stamp sets, so those are what I'm giving away. And the winner of this one was Rosemarie Soper or Super, S-O-P-E-R. Rosa, I'm not sure how you pronounce your name, so just send me your mailing address so I can get you out this free set. Now, this is the pack that is retired or not available. The pack of card kits, Pool Party and Seafoam. Okay, so I have an extra one of these. So from today's video, I'm going to pull a name, randomly pull a name, and you can win this. Okay, so definitely comment. Oh, thank you, Margene. Comment, share my videos. Sharing is what really keeps me going. So please share these with your friends, tag me, whatever. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for bearing with the internet problems. But hey, you know, if that's the worst thing that happens in a day, we're all good. I will be back here Friday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And let's see. I'm not going to tell you which one I'm going to showcase then. You'll have to tune in to see. And